Hmm. Right, gotta figure out what the chat is before I start. Docs, chat. What is going on, everybody? This is literally the first stream. Whether we have viewers or not watching the stream, I don't know how to tell. But we are testing the Guild Wars 2 and seeing if it's worth a play in 2023. I have accidentally played this while I was recording, and then I pressed pause on the recording and then failed. Turns out I didn't actually have it recording. That being said, we are just going to jump straight into it. So this is the character selection screen. We have the Char, which I think that's how you pronounce it, don't hate me. The Char race was forged in the merciless crucible of war. It is all they know. War defines them, and their quest for domination, or dominion, sorry, dominion drives them ever onwards. The weakling and the fool have no place among the Char. Victory is all that matters, and it must be achieved by any means. Now, this doesn't sound very warlocky, so I don't think we're going to go with that. Humans are humans, so more than likely we're not going to be playing these. Humans have lost their homeland, their security for their former glory. Even their gods have withdrawn, and yet the human spirit remains unshaken. These brave defenders of Kretar, I think that's how you pronounce it, continue to fight with every ounce of strength. So no, we're not playing human. I don't know how to check view account, but hi if you are there. We have the Norn, so this is a race of towering hunters experienced a great defeat when the ice dragon drove them from their glacial homeland. Nevertheless, they won't let one lost battle, however punishing, dampen their enthusiasm for life and the hunt. They know that only the ultimate victor achieves legendary rewards. And then we have the Azura. So these alchemical inventors may be short in stature, but they are intellectual giants. Among the Azura, it's not the strong who survive, but the clever. Other races believe they should rule by virtue of their power and strength, but they're deluding themselves. In due time, all will serve the Azura. So that's kind of a cool one. It kind of could be a cool one to play a magic user, considering I had a look at the classes while I was trying to record it. I hope this actually all is rewatchable, because that was the idea. And then we have the Sylvari. This is, I'm pretty sure, what we're going to be. Sylvari are not born. They awaken beneath the pale tree with knowledge gleaned in their pre-life dream. These noble beings travel, seeking adventure and pursuing quests. They struggle to balance curiosity with duty, eagerness with chivalry, and warfare with honor. Magic and mystery entwine to shape the future of this race, and that's so it has recently appeared. So yeah, we're going to be a Sylvari or a Azura. Now I'm stuck. I don't know. I mean, this already has a purple aura, so I feel like I'm going to go with Azura. And we will do male. And yeah, we don't really need to. I guess we'll have a look at the other classes, but this is definitely my class because I'm a warlock player. We have the Guardian. Guardians gain a powerful personal enhancements for their virtues, which they can briefly expend to aid friends or damage foes. Formidable on their own, Guardians shine brightest in the company of allies. So that's a bit like a prop paladin, I'm guessing. I'm going to be making a lot of references to WoW, because obviously that's the game that we play. Then we have the Warrior. Warriors build their adrenaline by successfully striking an enemy, and then expel it to unleash devastating burst attacks. Warriors are versatile and resilient fighters. Revenant is locked. Engineer. Engineer is a jack of all trades. With enough time, masters of many, able to bring dozens of abilities and tool belt skills to a fight. Their art is in choosing the right to utilize at the perfect time. Cool. Then we have the Thief. The Thief manages to, it's probably going to be like the Rogue, manage their initiative during combat. expending it to unleash carefully timed attacks. What they lack in defense, they make up for with skills to debilitate, teleport, or vanish from sight. Yeah, definitely a rogue. Then we have the Ranger. So the Ranger can tame... Oh, so it's basically a hunter. Can tame a variety of pet companions to complement their fighting style, rounding out their arsenal with trapped nature spirits, survival skills, and they also have They have the tools to take on any type of foe. And we have the Mesmer. Mesmer's looks a bit like a mage, an arcane mage for that matter. Masters of the magical misdirection. Mesmers create and shatter clones and illusions of themselves in battle. Mesmers rely on evasion and subterfuge, requiring finesse and practice to perfect. And then we have the Necro. Now this is our class. Although it's not very complex, I like playing complex characters. So, oh well. Necromancers of Tyria are monsters on the battlefield, draining life force from their enemies and entering a death shroud that temporarily grants them powerful abilities and protects them from harm. And then we finally have the Elementalist. Now Elementalists harness the 4 elements, water, earth, fire and air, to cast powerful spells. Their ability to change their elemental attunement mid-combat is versatile but difficult to master. Now, of course we're going to go for the Necromancer because we're a Warlock main. And we are going to get straight into the customization. Let's make ourselves midget. Oh. Tang. Can we be a henchman? How do we? Right. There's no hench. Where's hench? I suppose we'll be skinnier anyway because we're a warlock. Skin marking. I can't even see the skin markings. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, that's what that. Unless there's something else dark. Darker. There we go. That's cool. That kind of looks cool though. Ooh. Character customization is kind of cool. So we will be doing a review of this. Ooh. Ooh, that's definitely warlocky. Add ears. So we'll be checking out all different MMOs every Monday from now on. Possibly streaming them all every time. Streams are going to last about an hour to 2 hours. Just because. It's best fitting with the university work and such that I've got. Red eyes, maybe? Don't think we need to do much. Let's not bore everybody with customization. Whoa, what happened to the eyes? Let's go red, red, red. He looks dapper. Red, 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 purple. Red, red, red. Yeah, boy. Maybe less so purple. Where's the purple? Nope. I'll do. I don't really want the red. Oh well, we'll do that. Necromancer's closest companion is a trickster demon. Ooh. Oh, so that's why we've got the eyes. Well, that's kind of cool. But also so's that. The Necromancer's closest companion is death. In acknowledgement of this, I mark my face with the symbol of a trickster demon, a skull, or a ghostly wraith. Between them two. That looks kind of evil, but that was... let's go with the really evil-y one. Next. Trouble may follow me, but I use my ferocity to overcome it. Yeah, let's keep ferocity. I am a member of the College of Dynamic Statistics, or what now? As a member of the College of Synergetics, we study how energy patterns form and magical fractals propagate. Few beyond our college understand philosophical and mystical complexities of our interests. We devoutly research the true nature of eternal alchemy. Yep, that sounds very Warlocky. My first invention was a Val Golem. Most golems are powerhouses designed for warfare. They show absolutely no subtlety or origin of design. My golem was compact and efficient. It had unparalleled package of features. It revolutionized lab cleanup and mixed great cocktails. Infinity Ball. They said it was a toy, a pipe dream, a waste of resources. They were wrong. My invention predicts the future. So what if it doesn't predict it correctly every time? That's irrelevant. Could it give me an advantage? Reply hasty. Ask again. That kind of. What unmitigated joy to be able to change the weather at my whim. If only the prototype had been more powerful. Nevertheless, the design was cutting edge. Let's go with a golem. My first advisor was the one who taught me almost everything I know. Almost. He looks definitely. There we go. Known for his redundancies as well as his redundancies. What? He has often said your first try should never be your last, especially if it succeeds. You can always succeed bigger next time. And then, more. Meaning Dark Bane, but it's new tool. That's the name that the channel is going to be very soon.
I am a Sora. I personify genius. My ancestors were driven from the heart of the earth, forced to live in this bright, wide world.
Ooh,
of course, we've excelled. We exceed expectations in everything we do. With Golem and Gate and Arcane Crystal, we have asserted our supremacy in this land and made it our own. We will not move another inch. Not for dragons, not for anyone.
Interesting. I like the
By studying the eternal alchemy, we can see that all things are connected. I am a scholar of interconnectivity and relationships. I belong to the College of Synergetics. Synergetics crews delve into the nature of fundamental coherence that many overlook and few exploit.
So it's like an engineering type, isn't it?
My success positively impacts my crew, who then gratefully assist me, and I succeed even more brilliantly. Reciprocity. I've just been informed that defective golems, not mine of course, are causing havoc out in the jungle. Whatever the imbeciles outside the city have broken, I'll fix, and make my name doing so. In time, I will map the fabric of connectivity that weaves us all together. This is my story.
I like the eyes. He looks so cool. Kind of reminds me of Dobby. Explosive intellect. Right, we are in. Wow, we are so small.
That's what I always tell them.
Wait, is that a dungeon already? What's that? Okay, so WSAD controls. I did, like I said, accidentally play this slightly while thinking I was recording. Camera controls. Hold the right button down. Continue. Okay. Do I have to talk to this guy? Oh, we have to press F. There is a catastrophic glitch in the golem control system. In brief, they've gone completely loopy. Find Peacemaker Gezi. She'll get to the bottom of it. Peacemaker's there.
This is what comes from sloppy
Surely,
craftsmanship.
well, some of them are okay. A few are, but Gezi is one of the good ones. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Graphics quite nice. Have I got it on maximum? Graphic options. Best opinions. I think it already was. Yeah. Right. So what's nice about this game that I noticed is, look at this. We can cast while moving.
Vacate these premises.
Interesting. Right, so Peacemaker gets it. Talk.
It's pure chaos out here. Unacceptable. What's going on?
Just what it looks like. These golems have gone mad. Zojja suspects someone tampered with them. And by someone, she means the Inquest.
Zojja's rarely wrong. Don't tell her I said rarely, by the way. If it is the Inquest, she's going to need help. Where can I find her?
At the malfunctioning gate that's spitting out these deranged golems. She claims she could feel them on the other side of the gate laughing at us.
Not for
Glitching
long.
with the eyes.
I'm going to help Zojja shut down the problem at its source.
I don't know if you saw
Thanks
it.
for the information.
Strange.
Move along. Nothing to see.
I like the fact that it's voice acted by my character as well, because in WoW there's no voice acting. Well, there is voice acting of course, but there's no voice acting in. Oh, it's so satisfying being able to move and cast. But yeah, there's no voice acting in your character. You always have the NPCs talk, but none of the actual your character talking, which is always interesting. No, come back. Also, what I noticed, if you double tap, you can dodge, so that's really cool.
Zojja's gone through the portal. Get in there quickly. She'll need your help.
Okay, we'll go through the portal. Oh, that was rapid. No loading time or anything. What in the world? So, I decided to choose these Zora as well because I accidentally, when I did the recording that I failed on, I chose the Elven Leafy people. I've forgotten what they're called, so I don't want to butcher the name. What's this? Waypoints, points of interest, and what's a vista?
Hey, it's you again. I see you survived with your epidermis intact.
Of course. It takes more than a giant rampaging inquest golem to get the better of me.
Modest, too. Well, you've earned a dash of praise, if you ask me. The crews around the city would kill for the assistance of an inventor with your talents. You should ask around. Make yourself invaluable.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, they've got sharp
Thanks.
teeth as well, that's cool. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, explosive intellect complete, so kinda... We've got a weapon. What's these? Okay, so leveled up. We get a new skill. Ghostly Claws, which gaining life plus per strike, this attack deals damage per stack of vulnerability. Okay, because this applies vulnerability. The character adventure guide displayed on object levels for your character while leveling. Complete these to earn experience. Oh. Okay. So, what do we have to do? Support the Golemancer's research by doing what? What do we do? Repair golems, golem control panels. These? Please diagnose the failure of systems present in this unit. How am I now? Your unit is now addressed. The diagnosis. Oh, okay, so I didn't do it.
Greetings.
Oh. attacking. Maybe I didn't do that right.
Excelsior.
Okay. Subdue haywire golems, organize toolboxes along the road and inside nearby land. Okay, so we've got to go to like different golems. Is this? Do we talk to this now? Golem is standby. How would you proceed? Maybe do that. The golem is in standby mode. What do you try next? It's still in standby mode. Sorry. This one. I have no idea what that is. Prime necromantic, because that's us. Ready to be activated. Yay!
Calculating efficiency. Please wait. 1,417 errors.
Oh dear. Haywire gold. Look at this, we can move. It's so satisfying being able to move and cast. Like in WoW, it's doing sitting duck. Whereas I guess in PvP, you can dodge roll. In this mode. Toolbox of the river. What is that? That's cool. That's sick. Look at the graphics on that. Bruh. That is. Oh, clipping. That's mental. Sorry, I'm a game designer myself, so like seeing things like that just makes me happy. We have got it on max settings, so we have to go. Oh, we have to go and talk over these things again. Golem is in. Put the relay. Nope, that didn't work. Neurocircuit. No, let's just do the prime. Okay. So whenever you do that, we just do the same thing.
Please wait.
Jungle. We're almost the next level, so you level quite fast in this. We may have time for some PvP, but you get loads and loads of spells, so I'm not too sure how we'll do. Toolbox, that's what we're up to. Under control panel. Please diagnose the failure system present in this unit. Someone's flipped it. Unit will now address the diagnosis. Oh. Oh dear. That's satisfying. I just can't get over we can move. What did we do? What's that up there? Waypoint? Oh. Haywire gold.
Resume normal functioning.
It dazes. Interesting. Wait, didn't we just do that toolbox? I'm confused. This one we just did that. Oh, by accidentally dodged. Let's go and kill the haywire golem. It's more fun to cast on him. So you do seem to get, when I was playing it with the failed recording, celebrate the year of the new rabbit. Oh wait, well, without the area. So do we not get anything for killing ninjas? Oh, we're getting to loot.
Error code 42. Notify technician.
Okay, we're gonna have to. I think we need one more. I keep trying to right click it. Invert the matrix? Nope. Let's just prime. Seems to be the same thing over and over.
Sustained. System integrity compromised.
Jungle grub. Oh, I've not looted that. Tiny fangs. It's poison. But it doesn't have a chance to poison. Tiny venom sac. Okay, we got this one and wasn't
We have
done.
much to discuss.
Maybe try and change the dynamo server. Okay. Swap that. Okay, just prime the necromantic field. So it just seems to be a 3 trigger. What is that?
Efficiency.
Cripple nearby foes and convert their boons into conditions. That sounds sick if you're against a healer or something. Oh, we've unlocked player versus. Don't know if we're ready to go in that yet though. You've done some fine work, Mori Dagny. It's not often I find myself impressed with the work of another. I've even heard a number of crews mention your name with both admiration and jealousy. And while admiration is nice, jealousy is the sweet nectar of others' bitterness. Right, now what? Banking, points of interest. We've got a weapon skill unlocked. You what? That's just upcoming. So now what? Can we break the map? Oh, so we gotta go over and talk to him. Wait, he has a pet? What? He has a friend. Wait, we can walk on water? I'm confused. It looks like water. Oh well. Kill it. Is it you? Yeah, it looks like you.
Fascinating.
You've really helped me straighten things out. You have the potential to become a great golemancer. Not as great as me, of course. I set the bar pretty high. What are you offering? Oh, so we get currency. This currency, I don't know what any of it does though. What? Okay.
Excelsior.
Why did it tell me to go in? Oh. Wait, we can click to teleport over there. How do you know where you're gonna go though? Unless we just.
Excelsior.
Where have we got? We've got to join a festival. Scouting area, defeating enemies. So we just got to do some stuff. Not too sure where the quest is. Unless it's. Is it
Resume
locked?
normal functioning.
No. Got 10. Wait, is it here? Hero contacts. Gaming? No. Inventory, mail, guild. World versus world, PvP. No idea. I guess we just do this then. Adventure get. How do I open the adventure? Oh, there we go. Build quests, maybe? Ah, here we go. Experiment's gone wrong. Nope. Nope. I'm confused. Ooh, we took damage for the first time. Does this drain as well? Health threshold, vulnerability. That gives life. What does this do? Converts their boons released on holy burst and falls below health threshold. Okay. No idea. Let's kill this thing. Wait, can we fish? Can we fish? Nope. No idea how to fish. Wait, can I? No. Am I missing where the... Nope. Not too sure, I'm going... I like that it automatically plays into the... Oh, we hit both of them though. Holy cripples! Yeah, that's cool. Oh, we got an iron axe. It's better than ours as well. And we got a leather bag, nice. What's this? Ooh. Light. Okay. We don't need to open that yet because we're not level 5. Not too sure where to go though. Merchant. Oh, I guess go to the point of interest then. I'm not too sure how to access this adventure guide either. Nope. How do I access? I'm gonna press all the buttons until I find it. Oh, nope. I pressed O there. That's a trading thing. Why is that? Oh, there we go. Hero. So, skill, achievements, crafting, masters. What do I do? Explosive intellect. Oh, it will become playable at level 10. So do I guess I'll just wander around then. Kiting in this game seems like it's going to be fun. Considering everything's like a fire mage's spell. I know what it's called. I'm not a fire mage, so. Can it consume them? Yeah, it does. Do we have any mana of sorts? More like it. I do like that spell. We got some more enhanced mighty gloves. Okay, well what was this? Learn how to dodge. Oh, so we've got a waypoint of some form. I want to take some damage to see how much what happens. Let's just face this way. So how much health is still? Wait, what? It was gaining life force per strike, but it didn't give me any health. Defeating enemies. Okay, so this is the sort of the quest. I am so confused. So this does what? Based on your enemy's conditions. I'm guessing these conditions. Ooh, we got mighty leggings. What level are we? We're almost level 5. So if we kill this, we should actually gain the adventure guide. Nope. Need one more, I think. What is this? What? Oh, it's a waypoint. What's that? I'm confused what half of these things are. Hello! This is strange. I don't seem to understand the quest anymore. Unless it's just random location things. Can we get attacked these? Nope. Still like friends, I guess.
Exterminate!
Ooh. No, by all means.
I mean, they're available in different colors? Yeah. Red ones are mean. Blue ones are
What would you want to know about WoW?
right mean.
Do you mean Guild Wars? Since I've tried the game, but the questioning is weird for me. Combat is fun, but I don't know, maybe a high level. Do you mean Guild Wars or do you mean WoW? Because in WoW, yeah, everything's based off endgame, really. Especially the newer player, it's kind of difficult to get into.
Do you require my assistance?
Ah. The question's very strange. That's all. I don't really know what I'm doing. Definitely will probably be streaming some WoW at some point. Maybe not today, but I'll have to try and think of when I can stream WoW. I'm waiting for the update though, because currently the meta of my warlock is very nasty against me. I just get squished. That being said, still doing alright. What's the WoW question that you wanted to know? Because if you have any questions about WoW, I can let you know.
Battle silence.
Oh, the quest there, that's it. Central. Warlock is probably like by far my favorite class to play. I used to play melee a lot, and then I got kited to, well, Blizzard hated the rogue for a few expansions. I used to be a rogue main, but then I went into the warlock and I can't look back. It's until Wednesday though, I wouldn't really say it's the greatest class to play, but once we get have you seen the Wednesday buffs? Well, buff nerfs, so we're increasing in health and losing in damage. But yeah, the warlock is fun to play. There is Destro's mediocre in my opinion. Some people like it, but warlock, you've got so many buttons to press. You never really, you've got an answer for almost every situation, whether it's good or bad. Whereas I feel like if you're a DH, you can sometimes be stuck when you're against like heavy kiter classes, but you have got really good mobility, so I don't know. They are really good in the meta at the minute, DHs anyway. But yeah, Warlock's by far one of my favourite classes to play. It's just it's the dotting and weakness and adding everything to actually try and figure out how you can counterplay it, rather than being kited. But yeah, originally I played a rogue, and then in Shadowlands and every expansion previously, they were good for the first three patches, and then Blizzard said no, you're not allowed, you're a stun junkie. The only thing that's actually really annoying though, especially as an afflict lock, because my favourite part of the afflict lock is being able to well, my least favourite part of the afflict lock in this current expansion that got introduced into the meta is people can cleanse your dots. I don't know if you've noticed that. PvE, Destro is definitely the best for PvE in terms of, well, Destro and Demonology. Afflict just doesn't have enough time unless you're doing raids. Destro doesn't have, Afflict doesn't have enough time to really get its dots up to do the damage. But it's definitely fun to play. Especially Demo's fun to play in dungeons. I'm not too much of a fan of Demo, but if you like summoning loads and loads of demons and doing quite heavy damage, then Demonology is a really fun spec. Yeah, literally. Yeah, and then you've got if you see the buff on the Wednesday, you've got a demonology buff as well, so the tyrant damage is increasing per demon as well, which is getting kind of nutty. So it's going to be a worry. Hopefully it's not too overpowered that it gets instant nerfed, but yeah. It's not my favorite class because I don't know. There's something satisfying about dotting someone and then leeching the life out of them, which is why we're a necromancer in here. But yeah, Destro is the big heavy burster. So but I think everything that's heavy burst is going to be a little bit more struggling in the next part of the meta. So in when Wednesday hits, and everybody's getting increased health and reduced primary stats. That's going to be a lot more. I don't know if how you feel about the burst meta right now, but as a lock that's very squishy with very limited health, and not really obviously the afflict lock is very reliant on having games that last longer than 2 seconds or 2 minutes or at least. So that's going to be it's a very positive change for the afflict lock, but yeah. I know a few people who really like the demonology. Destro sometimes though is it's kind of got that, like, it depends if you like the big burst damage but only like spamming like 3-4 spells ish. Yeah, yeah. Whereas Afflict Block, you've got it's a easy class to get into, but incredibly high skill cap. Where like so you got to keep your afflictions up. So your unstable affliction needs to cap the dots. You need to have your agony and be aware of the stacks on that. So you, especially in solo shuffle and 3v3, you non-stop pressing buttons, and especially when you're being trained by something like a demon hunter or a warrior, especially a warrior. Like, you've got so many buttons to press. Like, I don't know if you've seen my action bar, not on the terrible action bar video, but I've got like macros to soul burn, and then demon gate, soul burn, circle, soul burn, increase the health, which would use the health stone. You've got insta fears, you've got to keep your fears active, you've got to keep your dots active. If you let your dot fall off, then you lose a massive amount of damage. But if you can keep the dots up, then you get a huge amount of damage, especially when you've got your trinket and your I think it's called rapid affliction, rapid contagion, which that's like gives massive burst. It increases your dot speed by 30%. But honestly, there's never a time where you don't have to press a button. But yeah, like a lot of melees do have quite a bit of downtime when they're outside of their big CDs. But when it comes down to the like that sort of thing, currently in our like until Wednesday. So Wednesday, this Wednesday coming, earlier into whenever the patches actually get dropped, it's going to be out of the can killing a global cooldown. Thankfully, because that's like, but yeah, the only thing that's if you play Warlock, the only downside of it is sometimes you'll have people, especially in solo shuffle, they can cleanse your dots on as an ally, and it's not the most entertaining. Like, there's been so many times that like there's been a high priority target and they've like ran away, and then someone's paralyzed them as a monk, and they're on 20% health, and they've removed all of my global cooldowns and my dots. Which I'm hoping Blizzard eventually figures out a better way of doing that. But yeah, Warlock is definitely one of the like most fun to play. That, and then Frost Mage. Frost Mage is another one. It's Kite Galore. It's a little bit squishier-ish, but you have more ability to get away, CC, nail down, rather than the Afflict Lock. Yeah, yeah, that's where Affleck suffers inside of dungeons because a lot of the mobs, especially the trash clearing and such, it does only when you get to the bigger mobs, it's very difficult to actually maintain damage because you're unstable, if not unstable, your agony. It has to, if you've got rampant agony or one of the talents, it increases your agony stacks up to 18, which is where all your damage is at. But a lot of the trash clears, they disappear before you've even had a chance to put your first round of dot rotations. They are okay, but definitely in PvE sort of scenarios, the damage from the demonology and the destruction warlock are massive in comparison. Yeah, over the years, the World of Warcraft community gets more and more toxic. I don't know why, but I remember back in the day when it originally started, WoW used to be probably one of the best places ever to make friends online. But especially in PvP scenarios like group find, oh my gosh, it's so can be tilting. You'll go in a game with group finder in PvP because I can only really speak that greatly about PvP. I'll be sat there waiting for a group for half an hour, jump into a group, and if we lose the match, no matter what happens, then someone will leave, and then you're back waiting for another hour. Which is why solo shuffle's good, but oh my, even then, like solo shuffle, you have no comms, so you'll have people, especially as an athlete lock, you've got all your dots on. You've got the agony up to max stacks on the main target, and then someone will just either ice trap it, purge it, blind it. Worst one is the paladin blind. Like paladin blind is AoE, so there's like, oh my. There'll be times where I've got all my dot pressure on everybody. Paladin's not even really taking that much damage, can easily peel, can walk away or take a portal, and then instead he blinds every single person in the area, which, because it's a soft CC, Blizzard thought it's a great idea to remove all the dots from all of the targets. But yeah, it's not. That's always the most tilting thing to happen in WoW for me. I don't really play that much PvP, PvE, so I can't really talk about too much in terms of it, but I know that Destruction is really good with the Havoc, the Bane of Havoc floor thing. That seems to do really well. With massive Chaos bolts. And then obviously the more pets you have with the Demonology. Demonology's got a little bit longer time to get the uptime, but once it gets its uptime going, it's just steamrolls. To assist. Oh. What? Requires a blue key. What is this? Am I meant to be going? I don't even know. Is there like any? Do I just randomly go everywhere in this game? I don't understand. It's telling me to learn how to. Oh, ow. Maybe it's this. Oh. Oh. There we go. I did it. I still got good people in the dungeons. It's just a feeling. Are you in a raid group? Because I've not actually managed to try the raids in this one. Because last time I was in a raid group, I had this guild that I was in, and I was putting Curse of Weaknesses and everything, and then I was getting told to look up my rotation inside of Icy Veins by the guild leader. When I was reducing the damage of all the mobs that were melee by 50%. But yeah, like they kicked me. Well, they didn't kick me, but they took him. Like I spent like 6 hours raiding with them through normal, and then we went up to heroic or whatever, and then they just like said, right, you're not part of it. Even though the only thing that I was really after was this trinket for PvP inside of the PvE content raids. So I was just like, yep, never raiding again. Yeah. Raids are cool, but I don't know, it's sometimes like guild masters seem to have like I've never met a guild master that's okay. Maybe I just have bad luck, but a guild master in PvE content I've never seemed to have a chance with getting one that's remotely down to earth. I don't know why. I just did, didn't I? I just did this. We're level 5. We're on level 5, so we can use these. Yeah, that dragon skin looks really nice. Like the lightning one. What annoys me is you can't even ride your dragon as a normal mount in PvP. Like I don't understand. It's just to show off in other areas. Quick part. Use this. Use that. I do remember quite a few people saying though that the Demon Hunter might be ridiculously strong in PvP, even though it has been nerfed to survivability. But in PvE it's meant to be massively underperforming because of the downtime you have. But in PvP, currently it's like, oof. In a private, how come you're not on the main server? The main server for Lich King's kind of cool. Dropped it from Dragonflight, Simpson Fight. Have you tried any of the PvP? Or like solo shuffle especially? Because as a DH you would be pretty strong. Or are you more of a raider / PvE player? Yeah, the battleground scenario is sometimes meh. I love the arenas, but battleground it's especially Zerg teams, which a lot of teams do Zerg. You don't really get the 1v1, 2v2 scenarios, whereas inside of the solo shuffle and 2v2s and 3v3s, honestly, they can be really fun. Apart from, I mean, I can't say I've been having the most amount of fun in the current meta, with everything being heavy melee cleave, perma interrupts and stuff. But yeah, so solo shuffle is really good, especially when you don't have a class that relies heavily on dots, so you won't get completely tilted by people who just CC them for no reason. Because that's the downside of the Afflict lock currently. You can waste all your global cooldowns, and then someone will just be like, right, paralysis. Yeah, it is skill-based matchmaking. So the ranking system, it goes like through like numbers. So you start off at 0 ranking, and then you'll slowly work your way up, and you get matchmake ranking and also current rating. So it's like it'll try and balance you to players that are on similar skill level. Sometimes you'll play against people who have got alt characters, but at the same time, it is trying its best to match you with specific people. It is good to find a duo if you're doing like 2v2s, but solo shuffle, it's a little bit of a long queue time because not being a healer. But that being said, it can be really entertaining to play, especially when you're a heavy burst character. But there is a little bit of a change going, so there's more. Yeah, a bit like smurfing. But like instead of smurfing, there is a few smurfs every now and again, so you'll get like people who get 2 of the same main character. So for example, if I was gonna smurf, then I'd play a warlock as a new warlock. Oh, sorry if you heard a clack. But then instead of doing that, I'll just play as my Afflict lock twice and play as lower rating. But you'll sometimes get people who are quite familiar with the game but be playing a completely new character. So they might have gone from a rogue to a death knight, or even a bigger change, which is going from melee to ranged or ranged to melee. Because that's always the worst change. Because if you if you ever heard of skill cap try and recommend if you're playing PvP to go to aspects that are familiar to you. So if you were a it's not set in stone. Obviously you can learn any character at any pace, but learning to fate cast, for example, as a melee main is a bit more difficult than it would be from going from a mage to a warlock, than going from a DH to a warlock. But that being said, even so, it's still relatively okay to switch. It's only when it comes down to like super high rankings that it would matter. But if you're just after having fun, Afflict Warlock is one of the good ones to learn, but that's like got a really high skill ceiling. And then the easiest, supposedly the easiest, is the Demonology Warlock, which is the one with all the pets that like just smashes, especially at the minute. Like, and they're getting another buff on tomorrow night, in the C set time or whatever it's called. Yeah, I used to love my rogue, but I seem to have a curse of the rogue. Every time I play it, I guarantee within the next week it's nerfed. Like, I don't know what it is every single time. Like, apart from on classic, I used to absolutely love sub rogue, and then sub rogue, when it did damage, it was really fun to play. But then they turned it into literally you stun someone and let everybody else do something for you, which is great for team playing, but at the same time I didn't like tickling people because that's all it felt like you were doing. You were just stunning people and then tickling them, and then hoping that your fire mage would just completely wipe them.
Oh, Fix has riled up the local
Rogue is also doing really well at the PvP as well. I don't know if you've watched anybody called Peekaboo from Golden Guardians. He's one of the reasons why I started doing YouTube, because don't worry. Yeah, I've got a really passionate hate with the Outlaw. Not because I don't like the way it is, it's just RNG and me is the worst. I can't. My RNG is never any good, so the fact that you have to rely on RNG and also RNG on crits, it's just not a good attempt for me. Yeah, he's one of the. Yeah, I think he's pretty much like one of the best, if not the best, rogue players in the game. I know there's one on the EU, but he's the one that I'm most familiar with. But yeah, like Thug, which is Hunter, Rogue, and then any healer. Thug Cleave is insane. Yeah, literally, like you have to get four out of the 6 procs of it, and then if you get 4 out of the 6 that are actually the right ones, then you're good to go. Whereas if you somehow manage to get a little bit of a bad RNG, which I am terrible with RNG, like I'm looking forward to Diablo 4 coming out, but at the same time I'm not, because I know that like everybody else who plays with me will get like some seriously silly loot, and I'll get like a common item from the same boss. That's why in my descriptions it always says RNG hates me. That's another reason why like currently the meta is not really the most fun for me, because again, RNG hates me, and all the pros that I've been watching have been saying that the game's just relying currently on getting critical strikes and also the biggest burst damage. So if you roll the dice one way, you win. If you roll the dice the other, obviously it's very high skill cap still, but it's just over so quickly. It does baffle me when it's got like an arena time of 25 minutes and the arenas are over in 2. Like, why is it 25 minutes then? I mean, obviously the opposite side of that is the dampening spectrum, which the WoW been in. Yeah, there's only very few really lucky people, and like I'm definitely not one of them. I either have amazing luck or terrible luck forever and ever. And then like once in a blue moon I'll get a really good luck, and then back to waiting for 7 years to get that luck again. Not too sure. There doesn't seem to be too much of a rotor in where I go with this, unless I'm playing it wrong, but definitely doesn't seem to be much of a guidance. You just get to be free reign really. You said the tradition from class to class is easier if they're the same role and range, so how do you think you transition to? So it's just practice really. The only thing that you need to get used to is like something called fake kicking, because Arcane, like a lot of well, like very few of the casters, like my Athlic Lock, that really needs to fake kick. So what a fake kick does is, say I'm casting an ability, and this is WoW. If I hit like this, then it would be I'd move out the way while I'm mid cast bar, and that means that I'm trying to get a juke. And if you get something called like, but if you're not playing, if you're playing something like, if you're more of a PvE main, it doesn't entirely matter too much. You just need to look up your best burst rotation. But if you did want to play like an arcane mage in PvP, similar to the Athletic Lock, if you get locked out by a kick in PvP, you're literally useless for 5 seconds. So learning to fake kick sometimes is really good. But that being said, mages do have a slightly better version of pool of spells while they've been kicked out of the major school, whereas the Athletic Lock does not have any really. No, so that's what I mean. So because melee actually have a kick, what we need to do is learn how to fake that kick. So we start casting the spell, and just as we're casting the spell, when it hits like halfway or a little bit over halfway, depending on what skill bracket you're in, you actually move, so it cancels the spell but gets them to kick, and then you get an ability to free cast. But that's where it gets a little bit more difficult, because unlike in melee where you're trying to figure out how to hide behind the wall while they're casting at you to get it to fail. You're trying to figure out best positioning, how to kite, how to make sure that how to aim to get them to kick you while you actually are not casting, which is the faking. So you just move just at the either the last minute when it's higher brackets or sometimes instantly when it's lower. But it's a lot more difficult to play something called a playmaker. So the arcane mage in PvP is called a playmaker. I don't. Have you heard of skill cap? I'm pretty sure you've heard of skill cap. It's the PvP area in terms of World of Warcraft and a lot of other things. They're just like coaches. They normally advertise on quite a few. Oh, I have completed a quest. I didn't even know I did. But yeah, it's got like loads of videos on the site. I'm not sponsored by them. I wish I was, but they have like loads of things on the site that allow you to learn the classes a lot easier. But they said, and like you've got something called like wizards, which are sustained damage and creating openers, and then very specific areas. For example, the lock specific area for massive damages when it's got massive unstable affliction stacks. So I think it's called rampant affliction. No, wait, that's the I forgot the actual name of the talent, but you can get it up to 50 stacks, and then if you actually cast the ability, then you can do massive damage with your drain life. And then if you put Soul Rot on and then get it on multiple spread targets, you do insane amounts of damage, but it's very specific. Whereas playmakers are like Arcane Mage and Fire Mage, for the casters at least. And those are the ones that are really high skill cap and just do massive damage, but you have to be very, very, very careful about where you place yourself and stuff. It's still being said, if you are a ranged caster, then you always have to be careful of where you place yourself, but more specifically so with the Arcane and Fire Mages. Fire Mage more so than Arcane, because in this expansion, Arcane gained a little bit of survivability over the Fire Mage, but Fire Mage can absolutely nuke you if it's paired with something like a Sub-Rogue. But yeah, most of the videos from Skillcap are released on YouTube as well, just to check out, which can always give you like a little bit of help on the class that you're trying to learn. But they normally have a lot more inside of the Skillcap area.
Exterminate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, fire's amazing, but at the same time, it needs its sub-rogue. It's because its best friend is a sub-rogue, or at least something that can lock it down, and then it's just insane. Because Arcane sub-rogue and Fire sub-rogue currently are really, really good inside of Arena. They're one of the most paired in the Arena. But yeah, anyway, enjoy your dungeons. If you've got any questions, just drop me a comment on any of my videos and I'll reply. If it's about the Afflict block or about other classes, because I have played most of the classes, but my specialty is the Afflict lock, which is the one that I can answer the most questions on. But yeah, thanks for joining the stream, bro. Anytime, man. See you soon. Might actually end the stream here because I am completely lost. I think I've got enough content to make a review for this as a new player. But anyway, thank you all for watching if you are watching later after the stream. And thank you all for joining the stream. And I will see you all very soon with some WoW content. Peace.